Hi guys, do you like my dress? It's the first time I'm wearing this dress this year, but today is super windy. Can you hear that? Yeah. And I have to leave the house in an hour or so. That's why I decided to film the video today, this video, because I'm ready. I'm camera ready. AKA, I don't look like I just got up. So today I'm doing something that I did last year and it worked out, but you know my situation with TBRs, you know that it doesn't always work. But last year I did a seasonal TBR and it worked out. I think I read everything minus one book. So that was pretty good. Instead of doing a monthly TBR, I'm just going to do a seasonal TBR for the months of September, October, and November. Because in December, I always try to tackle like longer books, big books, because I always have like a few days off because of Christmas and stuff, and I'm gonna try and tackle one of my Russian authors. But during the months of September, October, and November, I decided to just get a couple of books, get them together and see if I can read these books in 3 months. Obviously, I might be able to read all of these books plus something else, or I might change my mind and change the TBR. You never know. I don't have a theme going here. I mean, maybe I do. It's just, you know, I have 3 classics and a more modern classic. And they're like, you know, not spooky because of October, but you know, they're cozy when it's really cold outside. So let's start with the more modern classic. It's The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. So I talked about this before, I'm sure. By the way, I don't hate this cover, I hate this. But nevertheless, I watched the show, the Netflix show, and I really enjoyed it. But I also watched the 2 films, the one from 2000 and something, and the other one from the 1960s. And I know that the book is, or rather, the films are based on the book. The show is not. So yeah, I really like the show, but I know that the story is going to be completely different. So I don't even know why they picked this cover, but it's fine. I'm really excited about this. I got it last year and I actually read a little bit. I was reading other books at a time, and so I decided to just finish those, and I never actually read this one. So yeah, I'm gonna read it this year. Maybe in October, who knows, because, you know, spooky and Halloween and stuff. Then we have a book that I feature on my video, Classics That I Want to Read in 2020, and that's Villette, or Villette, I'm not sure, by Charlotte Bronte. You know that Charlotte Bronte is not my favorite Bronte at all, but I really hope that I like this book. I guess not a lot of people talk about this book. They talk about Jane Eyre a lot, and they talk about Shirley, but they never talk about this one. Let's see. Hopefully I like it. But yeah, this is one of the classics that I wanted to read this year, and you know, I want to accomplish that, so we're gonna read it. This other book, I was going to try and read it in July, for Jane Austen July, but I ended up not doing it because I just didn't have the time. And that's The Italian by Anne Radcliffe. So Anne Radcliffe was a Gothic writer. Not a lot of people talk about Anne Radcliffe when they talk about Gothic literature, which is weird to me because apparently she was very famous at the time, being a woman and everything, and she earned a living by writing. And you know, she was actually famous, like people wanted to buy her books. So I don't know why so many people talk about Gothic literature. I'm not an expert at all, and they never talk about Anne Radcliffe. So I'm very curious. I love this cover, and I actually love this sort of like collection or whatever. This is Tales of Mystery and the Supernatural, and I have 2 other books. I have Tales of Mystery and the Macabre by Elizabeth Gaskell, and I have The Haunted Hotel and Other Stories by Wilkie Collins, which, by the way, I read last year. When I did the seasonal TBR, I mentioned that book. I really hope I enjoyed this one. And finally, I am going to read a book that I actually already started, but I was going through a horrible reading slump. This was in April during the TBR Clear Out Readathon, and you know, I made a video talking about how I completely failed. I dropped the ball, I couldn't finish half of my TBR. I was reading this book at the time and I was really enjoying it, but at the same time I just didn't feel like reading anything. You know, I just didn't want to read. It's not like it was a wrong book, it's just I just didn't want to read it at all. So I'm trying to find it. It is an e-book. It is Anne Bronte's The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. Very excited about this one because I was actually enjoying the story and I know what happened. Like, I haven't forgotten anything, you know? I can still tell you what was happening when I was reading it. I only read a couple of chapters, but I can still remember everything. So I guess it's a good thing. Guys, that's it. I have 4 books that I want to read in September, October, November, but you never know. I'm full of surprises. I might stick to the TBR, I might change it, I might add things, I might replace things. You don't know. I don't know. It's just, life is a ride. I need to finish more books as we had quarantine, you know, lockdown and all that. I wish I had read more, but it just so happened that I was going through a reading slump and I just didn't feel like reading. It wasn't like I don't know what to read, I just don't feel like reading. So yeah, it happens. It sucks because, like I said, I had the opportunity to read a lot this year. It's fine, it's okay. We don't, you know, numbers, they don't really mean anything when it comes to books. That's how I see things. I don't know, I don't like numbers that much. I hate when people go like, oh, 10 days into the month and I only read a book. I hate that. It just makes me feel like numbers are more important. It's more important to you to have like a stack of books to show at the end of the month than actually reading and appreciating the books. I don't know, that's just me. I hate when that happens. I hate videos of people talking like that. Just, it upsets me because it makes others feel bad, but at the same time it just feels like you're not reading because you want to. You're just reading because you need to get a certain number of books read. I think other people agree with me, but I don't see a lot of people talking about it anyway. I'm rambling. So I have 4 books here. Actually, I have 3 books and an ebook. These are the books that I'm gonna try and finish during the months of September, October, and November. And then we will see. We'll see if I'll stick to it or not. I'm excited about these books, so I think I will, but you never know. Guys, I hope you are well. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.